Your watch looks nice, eh? Where'd you get that? Is that a Rolex?
It's actually a Fitbit.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I got one. It's pretty cool. It measures your heart rate. You can do this little ECG thing on there for your heart. I don't know if it's legitimate, but it's cool. So you can kind of keep track of your steps and stuff. I thought I'd get it.
I have an older Apple Watch, and I find when I do the heart rate thing, it like comes up the wrong number, and I have to wait, and the second time it's right. Because I'll be running or something, and it's like 60. I'm like, no, it's not 60. And then it does it again. It's like, oh, 115.
It's a pretty cool gadget, though.
Yeah. No, I like it.
So when
speed cameras are rolling.
All right. What do you want to talk about today, Jess?
What do you want to talk about?
I think we should talk about abundance.
Abundance?
Yeah,
Okay.
abundance.
Let's talk about
It's
it.
a great word, and we should talk about it. You ready? Ready, set, real estate. So, Jess, I feel like personally, a lot of real estate agents and people just in general think in terms of scarcity and not abundance. They think in terms of like, for instance, me doing this with you, right?
This video, yeah.
Yeah, this whole like collaboration or something. People might think like, what's happening? Like, are we like a team? Which we're not. You have your own team. I'm on my own. We work under the same brokerage though. But a lot of, I'll say agents, 'cause I think a lot of agents do think that if you give information or advice to another real estate agent, like if I explain how I track my leads or how I do my follow-up and stuff like that, then I might be giving away my business or secrets, and they're going to take over, and I'm going to be like, oh no, right?
Because you just have all those secrets, yeah.
Yeah, but like in reality, there's what, 600 and some agents on our board. There's 100 and some agents in this office. There's probably like 4 buyers per agent. That's thousands of buyers out there. There's, I don't know, I think the inventory is around 130, 150 right now. So there's a lot of sellers and buyers over. The market's huge.
Right. Yeah, there is enough business to go around or to everybody, for sure.
Yeah.
I know that some people do more than others, and maybe that's their goal or whatever, but in general, there truly is enough business to go around.
Yeah.
And I think that whole thing with the secrets and whatnot is that, yeah, people are like, oh, I don't want them to know my system or my secret, when in reality, I've said this before, but everything there is to know about like building a real estate business and ideas and secrets or whatever, all that stuff, it's all out there like for free, like on YouTube, in selling, like books about selling, business building books, social media groups, Google, like it's all out there. So nobody, like you don't do something that's super top secret that no realtor has ever done.
Yeah, it's
and
not like
vice
it's
versa.
original. I got it from somewhere else. Like I studied Kevin Ward, Brian Kinsella, Grant Cardone, and I especially Kevin Ward with real estate stuff in the beginning, with what to say and how to track your business and stuff. If you're a buyer and you're talking to me and you look, I want to buy a house in 2 months, what do I do from that point, right? So if I share that with someone else, it's like you just said, it's information I got somewhere else anyways. It's not like I came up with some magic bullet that's going to like take over everything.
Well, half of it too is just actually doing the work. So everyone has the ability to look all these things up and figure out how to be successful in real estate and whatever else. It's just not everybody implements those things. So you can tell all your secrets or whatever you want to call them to the world. It's, are they going to actually implement those things? You know, and I think that sometimes when people live in that scarcity mindset, they can really dig themselves into like a deep rabbit hole that they can't get out of negativity, like jealousy. And that's where I think the industry and other industries that are similar have that, you know, negative competitiveness in them, because people, it's their mindset. They're so far deep into it that it just spirals out of control. And that's when people start, you know, doing things to people or trying to affect other people's businesses or trying to, you know, rumors about people and like all this stuff. And it comes from that. And it would be nice if everyone could kind of be on the same page and see it the same way. It's not realistic that it's really going to happen.
That like collaboration is better than like just, no, like I'm not going to share anything with you or do something with you because me, right? It's like, no, maybe like you and I doing this can help a lot more people than this me doing it on my own or just you doing it on your own or whatever.
It's true. I'm not losing anything because you're in my video.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah, I feel that same way, right?
Nothing bad is going to happen to me because I did this.
No, hopefully not.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, something happens
Is that real
tomorrow.
wood?
It's like, oops. But yeah, no, I totally agree. Now, when you started, would you say that you felt the same way, or did you feel a bit? Because I feel like when I started, because it's so the way things were, Like I remember I called a good agent in this office, like a top agent in this office, my like second week to collab on something or like to ask something, never returned my call, right? Like never got back to me. And I'm like, that's when I clued, I'm like, oh, maybe realtors don't share these things. Like I just
Yeah,
was
you kind of
confused.
learn quick. I've had a lot of things in my career that, yeah, made me learn that it isn't, not everyone's on the same page with the whole collaboration, and not everyone's your friend and that sort of thing, which can be kind of negative. And
Did you learn that right away, or did it take
pretty
a while?
Quickly,
Yeah,
pretty quick.
yeah. It took me probably like 2 months to kind of think that's kind of how it is, and then like 6-8 months where I'm like, okay, yeah, like it really is that way with people. But I do like it when I see people sharing things and stuff. I feel like our office is really good at that because we have so much good training and good help that you get that cohesiveness that is nice, and there's a lot of support and whatnot. I think that's also really important too in finding a good brokerage, is finding one that does a lot of training and actually supports you versus like saying they do or something, kind of luring you in. You're like, yeah, I'll work for you, and then all of a sudden you're kind of just on your own and everyone's kind of like hush hush about everything because they don't want like even just going into another real estate agent's office and trying to talk to them about how business is going, you can kind of be taken the wrong way when it's like, I want to improve. Why don't you want me to improve? Because there's so much out there. Like, you know, maybe by you helping me improve, I can share some business with you via referrals and stuff in the future. So
Sometimes I find, that people don't really understand like your intention when you don't have any bad intentions. Like you're like, let's do this together. I want to talk about this. I want to share this, and they're kind of like, whoa, why?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's cool to talk about. Like, did you want to go for lunch and talk about this? And they're kind of like, why? And I'm thinking like, I don't know, I wanted to show you this or talk about it or brainstorm. So it can get really interesting that way. And I just think too, at the end of the day, like all of these other people are people that have families to support, goals, you know, just like you and I. So to not like, to want to wish like harm against them or ill, whatever, it's just like, no, you know, like, I mean, of course it sucks if you're, say I'm competing with you for a listing and they're just, the seller's deciding on me or you, and I really want that one because I like the house or whatever, the people, and I don't get it. It's like, oh, that sucks. That would have been a nice listing to get. But it has nothing to do with you. Yeah. As a person. You just learn how to get better. They felt more comfortable, or you were more their person, or they liked your personality better. And there's no reason that it makes sense to...
Well, don't you think, too, the only way you really grow is by collaborating with other agents? There's other ways, too, with doing your own research and reading your own books and things like that on your own. But a big way is by collaborating. Like, if I'm trying to learn something from you, it can help me, but then it helps the public. It helps our clients, right? So I get better. And then if you do the same with me or other agents, then you get better. And it's like that mindset actually makes you grow versus you're, like, shut off to the world. Then you never really grow and you can't actually do your business better. And then you actually might be hindering your ability versus getting better.
All of that mindset stuff does hinder your ability. And I think too that when I started and I realized how it was, like the competitiveness and the, you know, how it gets. Yeah. I was like, because I was pretty new when that stuff happened. I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to get like that. I'm not being like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was super new. So I was like, if I'm ever successful in real estate, I don't want to be like that. I want to help other people. Like, why wouldn't you want to? So then that is why I try my best to say, like, you know, call me if you need help. I'll sit down with I don't like train them and spend all this time, but like, I mean, I'll try and help them out with referrals sometimes, or like they can vent to me. Like someone messaged me today and vented to me about something that they were going through in real estate, and they feel comfortable because they know I'm not going to do anything like strange with the information. And it just feels so much better.
It does.
Like I like that the people feel comfortable.
It's kind of fulfilling, I've had clients that wanted to get in real estate. I'm like, look, I'll help you. Like if you have questions, people that reach out to us that want to know how it all works and what they could do to get better and the different processes and things and where to start, especially in the beginning when you're kind of like on your own and confused about what to do all day long if you're not busy and that kind of thing. And again, like you're saying, we don't really look at it as like, oh, I don't want to share that because you're going to become this awesome agent that's going to take over all my listings, and I'll be like, oh no, right? Like, that's not a thing. Like, there's too much out there to ever think that way. There really is, I think.
No,
And
it is
right?
true. And to be honest, like, you wouldn't want to be the only realtor in Peterborough. Imagine, like, that would be
You wouldn't be able
extremely
to, yeah, you'd have to
overwhelming.
scale out a massive business, and like, it wouldn't make any sense.
Like,
It's not even possible.
yeah, you wouldn't even want to if it was a possibility.
Yeah.
To take all of it, you need other realtors.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
to function.
No, it's true. So, well, I'm glad we collabed.
Yeah, for
I learned
sure.
something.
Yeah.
I always learn from you.
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
For sure, let's do it.
Let's do it.